Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Federal Retirement Show. I am your host, Val Majewski, Vice President of Sales and Marketing here at American Benefits Exchange. And there's a huge topic that we've been getting asked a lot of questions about over the years. There's a benefit out there for you as a federal employee if you're part of the FERS system that you may or may not know about. And we want to go over that in a detailed format, but also just make sure it's very simple and easy to understand. So today we're going to be talking about the FERS Retirement Supplement, also known as just the FERS Supplement. We're going to talk about what it is, who receives it, and really what you can count on when it comes to the FERS Supplement as part of your retirement income. Now, first of all, let's talk about what it is, right? What is the FERS Supplement? Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. But the reason why we want to discuss it is because a lot of federal employees are not aware that this even exists. So if you recall, as a FERS employee, there are ways in which you can retire prior to the age of 62 with full benefits. Now, why is the age of 62 important? Because at age 62, that's when you're eligible to collect Social Security. Now, Social Security is one of the three main retirement income sources for a FERS employee. So you may think, well, okay, I can retire with full benefits prior to the age of 62, but one of my main income sources in retirement, I'm not yet eligible for. So what do I do then? Now that is where the FERS Retirement Supplement comes in. It is designed to help bridge the gap between when you retire and when you're Social Security eligible. It is an entitlement. It is a free benefit. It's not something that you as a FERS employee pay for. And it is available, I'll go into more detail about this, for those who retire with full benefits prior to being Social Security eligible. Now, I will say that this is only for FERS employees, only for FERS employees. CSRS, there is not an equivalent for this for you. Why? Because number one, you are not eligible for Social Security as a CSRS employee. So this is for FERS only. Now, which FERS employees are eligible? Well, those who retire voluntarily, those who retire on an immediate annuity. Now, what does that mean? Well, there are two ways that you can retire, or two criteria that you can satisfy in order to retire voluntarily and retire on an immediate annuity prior to being Social Security eligible. That is if you have 30 years of service and hit your minimum retirement age, which is anywhere between age 55 and 57, depending upon your birth year. If you have 30 years of service, hit your MRA, you can retire. And if you have at least 20 years of service and you hit age 60, you can then retire voluntarily as well with full benefits prior to the age of 62. So that is when you will be eligible for the FERS Supplement. Again, this is an entitlement and it's automatic. It's not something you have to elect like Social Security. When you retire, if you satisfy those criteria, you will automatically get the FERS Supplement. And that supplement will continue until you are Social Security eligible at age 62. Now, what if you retire involuntarily? So if you happen to be part of a major reorganization or a reduction in force, also known as a RIF, you may still be eligible for the FERS Supplement if you retire involuntarily before hitting your MRA. Now, there are also some criteria out there, and I've been getting asked this question a lot recently, is what if the government offers an early out? If there's an early buyout or an early out for retirement, am I still eligible for the FERS Supplement? Typically, the answer is yes. Now, that's usually in the criteria of that early out, but there is a possibility you could still get the FERS Supplement in those circumstances. Now, the opposite, who is not eligible for the FERS Supplement? Well, FERS employees who receive a deferred benefit. So as I mentioned before, you need to be on an immediate annuity in order to be eligible for the FERS Supplement. So if you elect a deferred retirement or a deferred benefit, you are not eligible for the FERS Supplement. If you receive a disability benefit, meaning you're receiving a disability retirement, well, you're already going to be receiving then Social Security disability, so you will not need this Social Security bridge in that instance. And then there's another way that you can retire early on an immediate pension, but it is not considered full benefits for retirement. So those that satisfy the immediate MRA plus 10 benefit, they are not eligible for the FERS supplement. So what is that MRA plus 10? That just means you've hit your minimum retirement age, you have at least 10 years of service, and you want to voluntarily retire early, but it's not considered full benefits, so you will not be eligible for the FERS supplement. Now, the next question, what is it and how much can I anticipate, right? So we decided, the FERS supplement is an entitlement. It's something that is available for FERS employees. We get that. It's available to those that retire on a full pension, unreduced immediate annuity. But now how do we calculate it? Well, in order to do so, you first need to know what your age 62 Social Security benefit is going to be. Now, this is something that you can go onto socialsecurity.gov or ssa.gov and go through the criteria and get your estimate. I can certainly walk you through, or any member of our team can walk you through the quick calculator on Social Security's website to get a ballpark amount of what your age 62 benefit will be. So we start with that. Then we need to know how many years of FERS service time you have, because this is only for FERS service time. You may have military buyback time. That does not count towards the FERS supplement. So we take your number of FERS service years, divide that number by 40. This is the calculation they use, and then multiply that by your age 62 Social Security benefits. So let's look at an example of what this can look like. So let's assume that you're a FERS employee and you have 30 years of FERS service. And just running the numbers, your age 62 Social Security benefit is $1,000. Now, I'm just using this to keep the math simple. But say you take 30 years of FERS service, divide that by 40, that's 75%, and multiply it by your age 62 benefit, in this case is $1,000, you will be paid $750 a month from whenever you retire until you are eligible for Social Security at age 62. So the FERS supplement is automatic. In this case, would pay $750 a month from whenever this person retired until age 62 when they're Social Security eligible. The FERS supplement will stop. Now, this does not mean you have to take Social Security at age 62. You can still choose to take it whenever you want, but it just means that the FERS supplement will stop and then Social Security could begin. Now, it's important to note that it is subject, the FERS supplement is, to an earnings test similar to Social Security. Now, there's an earned income limit that you can have before seeing a reduction in your FERS supplement benefits. Now, earned income, what is included in earned income? Because people ask this all the time too. Well, is my pension included in that earned income limit? And the answer is no. Pension is not included. This is earned income. W-2 income and business income are counted in this earnings test. Now, the limit did increase before seeing any reduction. So you can earn up to, in 2022, $19,560 before seeing your FERS supplement benefits reduced. What does that reduction look like? For every $2 over that earnings limit, your FERS supplement will be reduced by $1. So for every $2 over the limit that you earn, your FERS supplement will be reduced by $1. It does not say that it cannot go down to zero. It just means if you're making too much money in retirement, your FERS supplement could be reduced. Now, making too much money is not necessarily a bad thing. You just won't see much from the supplement. So when we talk about retirement and we talk about making sure you understand all of your retirement income sources and where everything's coming from, it's important to take into consideration the FERS supplement if you're going to be eligible to retire with full benefits prior to age 62 when you are Social Security eligible. If you need an estimate of what that Social Security supplement or the FERS supplement is going to look like, reach out to us. We'll be happy to run a report for you, show you what your estimated retirement income is going to look like. We will take the FERS supplement into consideration. We'll also see what that will change like if you decide to turn on Social Security once hitting age 62. So hope you enjoyed this information on the FERS supplement. Reach out to us with any questions and look forward to seeing you on a future episode.